Hello, hello, and welcome to Ancient Domains of Mystery Pony Mod, Main 6 Victories. We are Twilight Sparkle. We are AwesomesmileyMLP. We are teleporting every which way. You know what? I remembered something. I was gonna do this. Switch the robe out with that one I picked up from the Mummy Lord. Glad you could join us. We're fighting some cave bears. We're trying not to die. This is probably the most critical individual component of Ancient Domains of Mystery, is to not die. Much like real life, you know, there's a lot of parallels going on there. I've got a different setup here going on. I've got the microphone in a different room, as well as everything else is also in a different room. It would be kind of strange to only have the microphone in a different room. Kind of happy those bears died as easily as they did. Wasn't sure. And we're playing Ancient Domains of Mystery, possibly with different microphone settings. My house is still cold because it is winter time, and I generally don't just turn on. Oh shoot, my boot! I generally don't just turn on. Huh? Could have sworn there was a monster behind me. Generally don't just turn on heaters. Oh, I shouldn't eat stuff. I'm satiated already. You know, I see goblin corpses on the ground. It's just the first thing I think of. I think he's gonna die in one blast, so let's go ahead and frost bolt him out of a book. Oh, I was wrong. He got in a bunch of extra attacks, and it turns out it didn't matter because I'm not easy to hurt. With this mummy wrapping, my appearance, of course, drops horrendously, which is actually really unfortunate. Now that appearance it counts more against chaos effects, or rather it counts at all against chaos effects. The creator, in his wisdom, wished to make it so that appearance had a bigger effect on the game. And the way he did it, which I kind of like... Whoa, what? A friendly ice vortex. I never thought I'd see the day. Huh. That's cool. Anyway, it got made so that the more appearance over 10 you have, the more resistant you are to the effects of chaos. And the less you have under 10, okay. The more affected by chaos you are, which is cool, I guess. It's a reason to, I don't know, pump up your appearance probably. I'd like to see some stats and numbers on it, just so that I know what to maybe go for as I choose what items I keep with me. I think that's just a fire drake. Yep. He'll die within one blast of a reading of a spellbook of Frostbolt. So let's go ahead and do that so I don't use up my knowledge of Frostbolt. I also got a hold of some of these, what are they called? Whoa! I look away for 1 second. Frostbolt to the north. What are they called exactly? Foam squares that I've now stuck in nearly random places around the place, around the microphone, around my desk here. I don't know what kind of effect they'll really have on the ambient noise, my voice, anything like that. I really should drop more things, since I'm burdened, yet I have... Well, I mean, the bear corpses I just picked up, sure, of course, but I mean, like, I've got a blessed girdle of carrying, and yet I'm burdened. There's something wrong there. There we go, burb roots, demon daisies. Two-year-old bank statements. Yeah, I'm gonna drop these. Don't need them. Old bills. My ex-girlfriend's stuff. Can throw that away. Good enough. I'm keeping the bears on me because it's edible. I'll get hungrier faster this way. Whee! And then I'll just eat the bear corpses. Save on food in the long run, right? Right? It's all about the little things that add up. Are you like me? Are you like me in that when you read a book or a short story, or you play a game, or listen to something, watch a YouTube video, watch a movie, a live play maybe, just experience some creative work, you suddenly get this strange desire to make one of your own. Write your own play, make your own web app, web page, game, opera, song, melody, whatever it be. Like, this happens to me all the time. Every time I experience some new creative, piece of work. Well, I'm just scanning the floors here for all the teleportation traps I can find. Ah! Such screen movement. Sorry, it scared me. Oh. Huh? Oh. That was funny. So I just read out of the Magic Missile spellbook, thinking I was about to cast Magic Missile. Instead, I learned it because I apparently didn't know it already, and now I feel slightly silly. Let's practice it on this guy then. I mean, it bounces, so this is a good opportunity to do double damage, so to speak. So ADOM kind of does that to me all the time since I was young. I've wanted to kind of make my own roguelike game, basically. I would call it, I remember I came up with this when I was like 18 or 17, Future Domains of Mystery, and it would be a science fiction roguelike. Future Domains of Mystery, what the heck? And you'd have like these, you'd have like all sorts of different stats for your different squares you could be on, and so many different alien races to choose from, and all these things that are incredibly easy to say and spout from your mouth, but does it really ever... You don't just turn it into something. What the heck? What am I casting? Slow monster. I read that wrong. Okay, I think I've lost my bears. Never got hungry. Never risked eating them anyway. The risk being I might get satiated. Let's keep scanning for teleportation traps. I honestly can't remember if I already scanned that room. Oh, I think that's no problem. But I think I will... Oops. That is one of the things I find really charming about ADOM, is that here we are in a level that's filled with teleportation traps, and crap just kind of happens. That sort of thing. I go to step back from this dark elven lord thingy. I get teleported away. Imagine if this happened right now, before I stepped where my mace had fallen to the floor. Boom! Suddenly I'd be fighting my way back to the mace. And this is all just things that could potentially happen from all the mechanics that exist in this game. Just kind of happen that way from time to time. And suddenly you're on an adventure. Not an adventure that's been hard-coded into the game to just happen, but an adventure that always kind of could happen, and the stars just aligned right. So charming, so nice. Good job, the creator, for making a game that generates stories like that. Whoa. I have good eyesight to know that it's a crude battle axe being thrown at me. What are some of the other goofy ideas I had for Future Domains of Mystery? I wanted, there were a few aspects of ADOM that I felt like could be improved in some way. The little things that just kind of, well, nag a little bit. Not nag, I don't know what the word is, just not as cool as it could be. Like, there's a lot of walking around, potentially, to get to where you really wanted to be in the first place. Oh, cool, one-shotted. So I was thinking, hey, instead of there being stairs at different ends of things, what if the different areas that you could go to were kind of connected by, I don't know, things that were easier to, what the, oh. Okay, so I got wounded, then I got disarmed, so my toughness or strength went down, and my hit points are currently maxed, because my hit points went down even though I was wounded. That's funny. I laughed. Ha ha ha. Oops, no. So yeah, I was thinking so you end up in kind of the middle of the map area instead, and when you wanted to head somewhere else, but that wouldn't really solve the problem of having to walk everywhere. And plus, a lot of the having to walk everywhere is solved by the recent advancements of, what's it called? The W key, and then the stairway symbol, lesser than or greater than. And you do the same kind of walk that you use to walk down a hallway, but your character heads toward that stairway. Super handy. Oh, right, of course. Stairway down doesn't work because my character doesn't actually know where the stairs down is. You have no idea where to explore yet. Next. Excuse me. Maybe you should switch your location first. Okie dokie. Eventually... Yikes. That's funny. Gray oozes attacking each other after spawning each other. Ah. Technically, if I go to enough of these teleportation traps, at some point, what will trigger is... Oh, good. Not burdened anymore. Is the entryway to, what did I call it last game? Ridiculous and Embarrassing Fandom Guild? Because I couldn't remember that it was the Assassin's Guild. Which I'm still only pretty sure is what it's actually called. There will be a message saying, what, you've become attuned to this place in a very strange way. And that means that when you do, if you do, ever find the stairways going down, it will let you use them. Because otherwise, you're actually teleported away from them as a sort of, I don't know, defense mechanism? Which raises the question, are you able to use the stairs because you've proven yourself worthy? Are you able to use the stairs because that's the limitations of their defenses with that whole system? Maybe you're able to use the stairs because that's how they tell new assassins to show up to work for the first day, is you have to attune yourself. And it's also a good way to weed out the assassins who wouldn't otherwise make it. But it's odd also, if that was the case, because the kind of assassins you find down there wouldn't actually, I believe, survive wandering these halls and fighting these monsters long enough to... Oh, this might work to my advantage. Long enough to get down there. Come on, blast me with acid. Wonderful. Uno más, uno más. No! No, oh, you Zarking kidding me. Oh, no! Well, he's afraid. That's good enough for me, right? And now he's... My gosh. That was... Oh, never mind. I'm not concerned. I hope I didn't just blow on the microphone when I made that noise. I've got two more just like it. That's hilarious. Okay, Assassin's Guild. Let's go. I'm ready for training. I am old enough. Actually, once you get down there, well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Maybe I've already become attuned and I just forgot to... I didn't see the message. Plus, if any of these traps... I'm not sure what triggers it, but if any of these traps were discovered by an enemy wandering into them, and I only assume that I've actually used them, and if the trigger system is such that I need to have used all of them, yeah, I won't ever get past this point. So, that's why I'm kind of going around deliberately setting off the traps with Control T. Oh, there it was, there it was! You suddenly feel attuned to this area in a very special way. I'm told by a lot of people I'm very special. Alright, now what to do? To actually find the stairs, because it's actually located in a 2x1 tiny little room hidden somewhere in these walls. There's a few ways to do it. I could magic map my way and kind of discover where the room is. I could dig. Wands of digging, you know, kind of work. I could dig with a pickaxe. Honestly, though, I really don't know if I'm going to be getting down there. It'd be nice to actually just at least find the entrance to the Assassin's Guild, because they keep a wand of teleportation at their entrance, I guess for emergencies. Technically, it's so that players don't get themselves stuck. But still, if I were just to pick it up and leave this place, it would be a great item to have. Used for emergencies. Random kangaroo drive teleportation. Yeah, I should stop wandering around without a plan to actually get in there. Do I have a scroll of magic map? I might. I have 2 scrolls that I don't know what they are. And to my surprise, I've run out of blessed scrolls of identify. We're gonna come back later. Some people say, this is in a lot of games, the concept of grinding. And I kind of want to broaden the term to represent any time where the course of action that is the best course of action, or increases your chances of winning the game, is the course of action that's also more boring than other options. In ADOM, you used to be able to go to the infinite dungeon and go up and down the same set of staircases, let's say between 4th and 5th levels, and instantly, spending only one move action, one turn, you generate another room, brand new room. And therefore, you have the chances of generating items in that room. So you can very quickly scan a room for items and continue on if there's nothing there. One turn later, you're in a whole new room. Scan that room. Go down the stairs. Scan that room. Up the stairs. Scan that room. I don't know what the official term for this exploit is, because much to my personal pride and ego, I had independently discovered this exploit. Which is also one of the reasons that I felt really okay exploiting it, because I feel like I'd earned it. Similarly, the gremlin farming, where you set up water traps, and then you set up gremlins such that you can basically slaughter tons of them in a row, and gain any items perhaps off of it. Memory serves me, this is a dangerous dungeon, and I might not actually want to go into it. We could head down there. No, wasn't that dangerous, and this was... Actually, I'm thinking I explored this. All y'all that just watched the other episodes are probably thinking, how can you not remember this? So wandering around up and down the infinite dungeon, is not as exciting as maybe attempting weird quests in weird areas where, you know, there's teleportation traps and all this other crazy stuff. Heck, even just wandering around the infinite dungeon to quote-unquote grind and improve your character is oh hey, let's get to talking to this guy. Is more fun than what's it called? Stair hopping. I think someone once referred to it as stair hopping on a forum somewhere recently, or anytime really. Well met. You're super great. Kill 20 monsters. And the monsters that I'm supposed to kill are the monsters that the singular, the one and only monster that I first killed when I started playing the game, really. But as he puts it, in the Dracula chain. I'm gonna have to actually go back and review the tapes on what my first monster was. I probably made a note of it, or at least said, I can just come back. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? Game, like, froze because it was saving a backup copy. Good. Great. Great and good. We want... dodge, first aid, maybe, yeah, sure. Too late now. Stealth, yeah, because I can turn invisible and stuff. Finish off alchemy, might as well. Ugh. I would do dodge, but it's just not... Sure. At least I maxed it out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Steel Golem. Most likely I will die if I attempt to fight him. However, I want to still test my metal, his metal, everyone's metal, by casting some lightning bolt on him and having it bounce. The range is 11, so it goes 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bounces, counts as 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost striking me in the snout. Oh, I was rooting for the large kobold. Darn it. So if I can line him up, and fortunately I'm faster than him. There we go, perfect. Boom, hits him once, hits him twice. Neither does anything. I'm not too surprised, but slightly disappointed. I'm going to use coward tactics now because he's about to strike me. What happened? He made one attack on me, and it was a miss. He is slow, and I do have this area I can kind of loop him around in. Let's do a few more. Says he was badly injured by the lightning bolt, but obviously not really. But anyway, for the quote-unquote my version of a roguelike game, just like anyone is doing these days anyway, avoid your need to grind. Yeah, there's a bit of satisfaction discovering how you could grind and discovering the process, but I just don't think it's good gameplay, not in this day and age. Woo! And no, I don't want to go down those stairs. I would be fighting, actually, a lot more of those. Where did he go? Ah. Theoretically, I could use this, darkness to my advantage, but I'm not exactly sure how it would all go down. Still, peddling damage. And he breathes fire, apparently. I must have forgotten that. I wonder if my ability to penetrate his lack of the official term magic resistance. Ooh. You notice a strange... Oh, that's just it bouncing. Coolness. That's awesome. Steel Golem. I want to see how much XP I got from that. 400 and, or excuse me, 4,300. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, reducing grind in games always seems like a noble cause in my mind. Thomas Biskup removed... Ouch. Ouch. No! No! Oh, this is bad, everybody. Girdle of Carrying is gone. I am strained. This is why you don't play games. Ever, ever, ever. Because this sort of thing will happen to you. I was hoping they'd line up first. Oh, really? Did he hit me? No, apparently not. Ugh, darn. Super darn. That's really unfortunate. Not that I was really making much use of these spell books anyway. And what I really should do is find a place and read a ton of them. Ooh. He is now invisible. One of the side effects of this ancient mummy wrapping is actually to see invisible. Ooh, which, if I recall correctly, is exactly why the mummy charged toward me when he did. Anyway, die. Ha! And also grants me immunity to ice attacks. So yeah, basically a hard counter to Ogre Magi. So anyway, Thomas Biskup got rid of the problem with the infinite dungeon and stair hopping by... Do you know the answer? Ouch! Whoa! What the heck? What the... giant slug? Yes, giant slug. If I blast that way, it'll go over there. That way, and it'll hit him. So, let's shoot my lightning bolt that way. Perfect. And another. Perfect. Didn't even give him an opportunity to acid bolt me again. Breathe acid on me. So Thomas Biskup made it so that whenever you entered a new level, no items would generate in the room that you start in. A nice, elegant solution. Where am I? Yeah, I'm there. Okay. Whew. And I can't remember what he did for the gremlin thing, if he did do anything. Maybe it was just a reduction in the things that gremlins drop themselves. Or perhaps he made gremlins get more dangerous as you kill them. I'm not sure. I vaguely remember still trying to gremlin farm. And it wasn't working out, I remember. Not quite as well as I remember it used to be. So I likely won't even bother trying it here with Twilight. Which in a way is too bad. This character is the sort of character I would figure would come up with clever and effective solutions. Ouch. And if one of them is goblin farming... Did I say goblin? Gremlin. So be it. Probably as good a time as any to find a corner room and read some books. don't have magic lock. Let's see if I have a key that'll just lock the door. Nope. Okay, we'll just read. Yeah, start with Acid Bolt. Because honestly, I'll find more spell books. And then I gotta freaking bark, dark. Why am I strained? What happened? Shadow Troll hits me. Was I already? Oh, it must have been a side effect from just reading. I have a rusty tiny key, square key, triangular key. I'll be able to find a... Am I missing something? Maybe my cloak, yeah. Girdle. Not a good girdle. I'm getting nothing for Christmas this Twilight Sparkle because I haven't been a good girdle. Quiet. Okay, a door I could lock, but it's got a bunch of other entrances. How about this one? Hooray! Perfect. Okay, Acid Bolt learned. Or studied. Next up, Firebolt. Is there any good potions I want to drink before doing this? Potions of learning specifically? Oh my, I might actually have a few things to take care of here. I want to hang on to the gain attributes. Probably the willpower. I probably should be eating Morgia roots. Watch, I'll open up this locked door and there'll be a million monsters there. So, spoiler alerts, I think I'm going to talk a little bit about the finale for Season 5 of My Little Pony, quick before we wrap things up. Definitely enjoyed it. I was worried when they started talking about time travel, because time travel often is, what's the right word? I don't know, it's just less enjoyable for some reason. It generally, ends up making me, what's the word? Question the exact specifics of the causality too much to enjoy it, because then I'll find little problems, little things that that bug me. But this episode, for the most part, didn't have that. Some guy was talking about cool, all out of spell books. Some guy was talking about how the character, the villain, Starlight Glimmer, how it made no sense. She should have been able to see the future, because wouldn't she go back to the present and see that she'd messed things up and everything was horrible? And oh my gosh, it is Shadow Lord and a Necrodancer, Mancer Pants. Splendid. But I don't know. She said that the spell was supposedly set up so that whenever Twilight used it to try to get back there, it would pull her back again. So as long as she was pulled from a time where she expected to be pulled back from, which is implied, with her being able to stop Twilight from stopping her, then it was like a fresh copy each time. For Starlight Glimmer, it was the first time she'd done it. I guess she could... yeah, there's a lot of little details. Like, if you were setting up an elaborate time spell like that, yeah, you'd work out the details. You'd say to yourself, okay, so I'm about to cast this spell that's going to make it so that if my opponent steals the spell and casts it herself, it will pull me back in time a minute earlier than the last time she cast the spell. So, I'll give myself a good few days before casting the spell, go cast it, and then every time my opponent tries again to go back in time and stop me, I'll be pulled a minute sooner and sooner. So if I'm pulled, like, I don't know, 30 minutes before I'm actually planning on casting the spell, I know this is her 30th attempt at stopping me. Alright, we're gonna finish exploring this dungeon. But I'm gonna wrap this up now. We're gonna do this again soon. I apologize for the delay. Thanksgiving certainly didn't help, but I sure appreciate you watching. I've set up this video to be really difficult to watch. Look at all these things. We're playing ADOM, a fairly obscure game. It's a roguelike. You've got me talking. It's got a My Little Pony mod. And I talk about My Little Pony. There's like so many reasons in there for people not to watch this video. And you're here, and I love you for it. Thank you. Bye-bye.